Hey, what's going on? It's Tony Mui, and you are now watching the YoAnty Sneaker Show.
Well, President Eisenhower was forced to cancel his trip back east today due to that young lady.
Sneaker news, we finally got some release info on the OVO 10s. As of right now, Foot Action's set to drop them. Two spots in Chicago, New York, in Vegas. They're going to be very limited, very tough to get. Clean shoe. My only issue with like when shoes are super limited like that, I basically don't have any possibility of ever buying them, so it's hard for me to get excited if they're not in my area. You know, they're super limited. Online's gonna be crazy. I'm just kind of like, cool. Like, yeah, no, it's a great shoe. It's awesome, but it's dead to me almost because I know I can't really attain it. However, I do think it's a great looking shoe. I think Drake being with Jordan Brand is awesome. I think that rappers, hip hop artists, musical artists, them wearing certain brands has such an influence. I'm going to do a separate discussion sometime talking about the Kanye's influence on sneakers, but for now, OVO 10s, September 12th. Good luck. The LeBron 12 cork is set to drop Saturday, September 12th for $250. Personally, I think the cork theme has gotten played out a little bit. You know, on the LeBron 10 cork was like perfect because it was celebrating, you know, his championship. We hadn't really seen cork like that on a shoe. Then we saw it on, like, you know, a Nike SB. We saw it on an Air Max 90. Now we're gonna see it again on a 12. And he didn't win a championship in the 12. So it's kind of like, why are we celebrating, you know, a championship on the 12 if he didn't actually even win it in the 12? So I don't know. For me, 252. That's a hefty amount, all because of like the cork theme. So KD posted a photo of an all blacked out Aunt Pearl. Like, the Aunt Pearl is always an awesome sneaker in the KD line, and this is on the 7 with the black strap. It just looks so sick, and it's one of those shoes that I'm like, you know, obviously it's not available, and I don't think it's going to become available, but it's one of those shoes when you see it and you're like, wow, damn, like, I'm not even heavy into KDs, and that is a badass shoe. The white version was awesome, like the one that released. I still think that was one of the better KDs I've ever seen in my entire life. Then seeing the blacked out version with like the little red inside, I was like, those are hot. Alright, got a new sneaker pickup in from Champ Sports. They sent these through. It is the Adidas Tubular 10, and it gets the name 10 from the support piece in the back of the shoe, and it's basically like a Adidas Tubular on steroids. There's a lot more support from the kind of the ankle collar system they have up here, and this is one of those shoes that I was already very interested in purchasing. So this is one that Champ sent through where I was like, hail to the mother effing yeah, yes. Like, when I opened the box, I was like, woo, because you know, Champ sends out, you know, to brand influencers and Instagram people and YouTube people. They have the seating list where they just send random crap out. There's no rhyme or reason to it. I don't try to pretend like I know what's going on. I'm just like, yeah, whatever I get, you know what I mean? And a lot of the shoes I've put to good use. You know, a lot of them have been like gym shoes. I'm like, sweet, I'll take gym shoes all the time. However, these, I think I tweeted out, I really wanted like the blue pair because the blue pair looks really sick. However, blue, red, gray, black, whatever, I think it's a really interesting, cool model. I love the way the tongue looks. One thing I noticed, it is heavy as hell. When I got the box, I'm like, oh, these are probably those red Tims. Nope. Very thick outsole. This is like, do you hear that? My hand is broken. That's how, when I put it on, it felt like a boot. I thought it was going to be more like the tubular, like almost like hollow. No. Solid, thick rubber. Tubular 10s. You'll see these on feet in a sneaker rotation video. Real quick, people are like, oh, why don't you show us what they look like on feet? And while I could do that, I'm just going to say, check out a sneaker rotation video because I'll rock these heavy in that. Alright guys, coming at you with a cop or drop segment. This is basically just a segment where I'm going to take whatever the most popular, you know, biggest hit was on Saturday that it released and ask you guys, let me know in the comments if you copped or dropped. Pretty basic, but a shoe that I thought is badass is the Anthracite 9s. I saw them in hand at the mall today. Really love that suede they used. A very nice suede. Overall, clean looking, one of the better looking 9s I've ever seen. So for, I think a lot of people, obviously like they sat just because like any new colorway with Jordans for the most part sits. But I still think that's going to go down as one in like a year, 2 years. People will be like, yo, those were slept on hardcore. Even though they sold a ton of pairs and all that, still, that is a badass looking shoe. And I text my buddy Eddie Wynn, and I was like, yo, if those were like 140, 150, that's an auto cop every day. Just that 190 price tag. You know, I just bought a new condo, so I've been buying a lot of furniture and stuff, and I'm like, for 190, I can buy a shitload of shit for my condo. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I look at you know, dropping a lot of money right now on sneakers, opposed to, wow, I could buy a lot of cool stuff for my house. So for me, it was a drop. However, I may go back and hunt those down if they're like going for under retail, like maybe worn once or twice on eBay. So I'm keeping my eye out on those. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Appreciate it as always. Please hit the thumbs up button if you're still enjoying the content. Remember, YoAnty Jet Fuel socks are for sale. Link is in the description. Check me out on social media, Instagram, Twitter, my vlogging channel. All those links are in the description. Another thing too is I'm going to post links of 10 sneakers I'm feeling for the entire week in the description. So every single week there's going to be 10 links or links to shoes that I'm feeling. So if you want to check out some of the shoes I'm feeling for that week, click those links. And as always, appreciate your guys' support. Take care. Peace.